Hello students, I am Chelma Reddy. Welcome to CR Maths class. So previous class we are completed level 1, 29 problems. Now I am going to start 30th question onwards. Read the 30th question, what they are given. The number of ways in which 20 different white balls. So here white color balls given. How many? 20. And 19 black color balls be arranged in a row so that no two balls of the same color come together. So that means we want to arrange that alternative color, first white, next black, like that. But here observe that number of white color balls is greater than number of black color balls. So already we have discussed concept. Okay. Now see here, white color balls. White balls. How many are there? 20. White color balls. So I am writing white balls. 20. Black color balls. Black balls. 19. Here, white color balls is greater than black color balls. Okay. Now, by observing these conditions, so what I am saying means, first we need to arrange white color balls. How many are there? There are 20 white color balls. First arrange the white color balls 20. 1, 2, 3, and so on. WW. How many? 20 white balls. In between, arrange that black color balls. So first we need to write answer now. Required number of arrangements. White color balls there are 20. 20 can be arranged in 20 factorial. In between white color balls, arrange the black color. 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 19. 19 black color balls. 19 can be arranged in 19 factorial. So this is the answer. Second option correct. If you are arranged in edges, again the white color balls come together. So remember it, this condition. White color balls are greater than black color balls. That's why black color can be arranged between the white color balls. Okay. 31 question. There are 10 white, 10 black balls marked 1, 2, 3, and so on. The number of ways in which we can arrange these balls in a row in such a way that neighboring balls are different colors. Neighboring balls are different color. That meaning is we cannot arrange the same color ball adjacently. So here white color ball, black color balls, both are equal. So here two cases are possible. Okay. Now first I am writing number of white color balls. White balls. That is equal to 10. Black color balls. Black balls. Those are 10. Now, so the row can be filled. The first place should be either white color or black color. Two cases are possible. First, I am going to fill white color. How many are there here? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So required number of arrangements is equal to 10 white color can be arranged in 10 factorial. Next, the second place onwards starts with the black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 places. 10 places can be filled with 10 black color balls. This is first case. Now I am following the second case. This is first case. Starts with white color ball. Starts with white color ball. Now I am going to fill, starts with black color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 black color can be arranged in 10 factorial place. Now the second place onwards fill with white. White. How many are there? 10. There are 10 places. 9. This is 10. 10 white color ball can be arranged in 10 factorial. Now observe that neighboring balls are different color or not. So that's why here we are getting two cases. The first place should be either white or black ball. So finally, what is the answer, students? 2 times 10 factorial whole square. This is the answer. Which option correct? Second option. But the white colors greater than that black colors. The number of balls are not equal means follow the previous problem method. The number of ways in which 10 books can be arranged in a row such that 2 specified books are side by side. So out of 10 books, take the 2 specified books. I am taking that book 1, book 2. These two treat as one unit because they want to, so we want to arrange these 2 books side by side. So that means these two books are together. So B1, B2 we are treating as one unit. Remaining books. How many are there? Remaining, there are 8 books. 8 books treat as 8 units. 8 units. Okay. Now total how many number of units are there? Total 9 units. So required number of arrangements, that is equal to 9 books can be arranged in a row, 9 factorial, but these 2 specified books are together side by side. That means those 2 books can be arranged among themselves, that is 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 2 only now. The 2 arrangements like this, B1, B2 and B2, B1. These are the 2 ways. Okay. So finally, what is the answer? 9 factorial into 2 factorial. Third option, correct. The number of ways in which the timetable for Monday be completed if there must be 5 lessons that day. What are the lessons here? Algebra, geometry, calculus, trigonometry, vectors. These 5 lessons are there. So one particular teacher, he want to teach these 5 chapters in different periods. And here see that algebra and geometry must not immediately follow. That means Algebra and geometry, we can't teach side by side periods. Okay. So the condition is on algebra and geometry. First, we can arrange remaining chapters. Remaining chapters means what are they? Calculus, trigonometry, vectors. First, I am going to arrange these three chapters: calculus, trigonometry, vectors. So, how many chapters are there here? Three chapters. Three chapters can be arranged in required number of arrangements. Three chapters can be arranged in 3 factorial. Now, how many gaps are there here? Here, there are three gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, four gaps. Four gaps can be filled with algebra and geometry. How many chapters? Two chapters, no? Four chapters can be filled with, four places can be filled with two chapters. That is 4p2 ways. Students, 3 factorial means 6. 4p2 means how much? 4 into 3. 4 into 3. Now, what is the answer? 72. First option, correct. So once again, listen. There are 5 lessons. We can arrange the 5 periods, but algebra and geometry must not immediately. The condition is on algebra and geometry. First, we can arrange remaining lessons. What are they? Calculus, trigonometry, vectors. Calculus, trigonometry, vectors, 3 lessons can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. In between and edges also we can consider there are 4 gaps. There are 4 gaps between these 3 lessons. These 4 places can be filled with 2 chapters. Those are algebra and geometry. It is possible to fill 4p2 ways. Students, are you understood? And calculate that, you will get the answer 72, first option. See here, A denotes the number of permutations of x plus 2 things taken all at a time. Taken all at a time. That means A is equal to x plus 2, x plus 2, px plus 2. So they are taken all at a time. X plus 2, px plus 2 means what is that? X plus 2 factorial. Next, another condition B. B with a number of permutations of x things taken 11 at a time. Taken 11 at a time. So B is equal to out of x things taken 11 at a time. This is xp11. What is xp11 formula? Apply here. X factorial by x minus 11 factorial. This is B value. Okay. Next, observe the C. C, the number of permutations of x minus 11 things taken all at a time. Taken all at a time. So C is equal to x minus 11 p x minus 11. That is the meaning. X minus 11 p x minus 11 means that is x minus 11 factorial. These are the ABC terms. Now observe here, A is equal to 182 BC. Then the value of x is, so here observe that A is equal to 182 BC. This is the given condition. Those ABC values substitute here. What is A, students? X plus 2 factorial. That is equal to 182 into, what is B? B means x factorial by x minus 11 factorial into C. C means x minus 11 factorial. Here observe that x minus 11 cancel. Next, see the left hand side x plus 2 factorial, right hand side x factorial. Out of these two, which is big? X plus 2 factorial is big. Now I am going to write decreasing. So x plus 2 decreasing means subtract 1, x plus 1, next x factorial is equal to 182 into x factorial. Students, here observe that x factorial is cancelled. Remaining what is there? X plus 2 into x plus 1, that is equal to 182. X plus 2 into x plus 1 means those two are consecutive numbers. But already we know the options. Verify the options. You will get answer. See, verify the options. First I am going to verify 10. X is equal to 10. What happens? See, 12 into 11. How much 12 into 11? 12 ones are 12. 12 ones are 12. 132. So this is wrong answer. Go to another one. I think I am going to 12. X is equal to 12. Observe here, 12 plus 2, 14. 12 plus 1, 13. 13 into 14. How much, friends? 13 into 14. 13 fours are 52. 13 fours are 52. 13 ones are 13, 182. This is correct. So, what is the correct answer now? X is equal to 12. Second option correct. By verification method, we are identified the answer. Okay. First observe here the number of 4-digit numbers that can be formed with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here given digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to form that 4-digit number. 4-digit number means it is occupy that 4 places or not. But in the given digit 0 is there. Ones, tens, 100,000. In thousands place cannot be filled with 0. If you are filled in thousands place 0, next remaining we can arrange like this. This is going to 3-digit number. Okay, that's why in thousands place cannot be filled with 0. It can be filled with either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any number. That means how many chances we are getting? There are 5 chances. But here repetition is not allowed. Repetition is not allowed. So 1 digit is completed out of 6 digits. Remaining how many digits are there? 5 digits. So out of 5 digits, take any 3 and arrange. Out of 5 can be filled with 3 digits. That is 5p3 ways. Required number of arrangements, that is equal to 5 into 5p3. This is the answer. But see the options. There is no such type of answer. So we need to calculate this and calculate the options also. Then you will identify. This is one method. Or go to another method. Go to another method. Required number of arrangements, that is equal to how many digits are there? There are 6 digits. By using 6 digits, form the 4-digit number, that is 6p4. But in that 4-digit number, If you are filled 0 in thousands place, so you will get some 3-digit numbers. Those 3-digit numbers now we want to subtract because they are asking only 4-digit number now. So out of total 4-digit numbers, some 3-digit numbers are there. So by using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we want to form the 3-digit number, that is 5p3. Okay, so required number of 4-digit numbers, that is equal to 6p4 minus 5p3. Fourth option correct. If you expand this 5p3 and 6p4, calculate that, both are getting same answer, these two. So you will get same answer. Okay, no need to worry. So that's why by observing the options, so we need to follow which method we want to do. Students, all of you understood now? 36th. Read the question. The number of 4-digit odd numbers that get formed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They are given 9 digits. By using 9 digits, we want to form that 4-digit odd numbers. Odd numbers. So you know that even numbers condition. Even number condition. What is that? Even place. Sorry. Unit place. Unit place. Even number is there means we will say that there is even number. For suppose 1000, so 1862. Here even number is there. That's why the total number is, we will say even number. But they are asking odd number. That means follow the reverse. Unit place can be filled with odd numbers. In a given digit, how many odd numbers are there? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. There are 5 odd numbers. Out of 5, take any one. Take any one. Okay. Now, out of 9 digits, 1 digit is completed. Remaining 8 digits are there, can be filled remaining 3 places. So it is possible to fill 8p3 ways or not. Now, required number of 4-digit odd numbers. 4-digit odd numbers. So how many possible students? That is equal to 5p1 into 8p3. 5p1 value is 5 only. So 5 into 8p3. So by observing the options, then calculate. So which option correct? Second option correct. The number of 4-digit odd numbers that can be formed so that no digit being repeated in any number. And observe that what is the difference between previous problem and the present problem. They're clearly given number of digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But here not given. Here not given. That means what are the digits actually? 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on 9. These are the digits. How many digits are there? There are 10 digits. Now we want to form that. We want to form that 4-digit, 4-digited odd number. But we know the condition. Unit place can be filled with odd numbers. What are the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. How many are there? There are 5 odd numbers can be filled in unit place. That is 5p1. Out of 10 digits, 1 digit is completed. Remaining 9 digits are there. But out of 9 digits, 0 is there. So in thousands place, 0 cannot be filled. Cannot be filled. So that means what we can fill? Thousands place 0 cannot be filled. Unit place one number is completed. For suppose I am taking one. Overall, 2 digits completed. Remaining how many digits are there? 8 digits. Out of 8 can be take any one. That should be 8p1 ways. Now, remaining two places can be filled with remaining digits. Remaining means unit place one digit filled, thousands place one digit filled. Out of 10, overall 2 digits were filled. Remaining how many digits are there? 8 digits. Out of 8 digits can be take any two. Those digits can be arranged in remaining two places. Okay, students. Now write the answer. Required number of 4-digit odd numbers. 4-digit odd numbers. Odd numbers. That is equal to 8p1 into 8p2 into 5p1. 8p1 means that is 8. 8p2 means 8 into 7. 5p1 means 5. Okay. Now 8 into 8, 16. Sorry, 8 8s are 64 into 7 5s are 35. Now multiply both. 5 4s are 20. The unit place should be 0 will come. But see the options. All options having unit place 0 only. That's why complete multiplication. Do the complete multiplication. 64 into 35, that is equal to 2240. So 2240 different odd 4-digit numbers, 4-digit odd numbers possible. Okay, first option correct.